Required documents include description of photos of damaged items, proof of ownership, item values, insurance certificates, proof of income before the loss, and statement detailing the loss. Claims forms are available at the Department of Marine Resources and Fisheries or Tobago Emergency Management Agency. Up next, the Tobago Emergency Management Agency says Tobago may need another 6 weeks to fully recover from Hurricane Beryl. TEMA Director Alan Stewart initially predicted a month, but with only 50% of home repairs completed, more time is required. Stewart mentioned that a report on managing the remaining repairs would be submitted to the THA soon. While relief efforts were effective, some homes may need input from the Division of Settlements for reconstruction. Delays in procuring materials are extending the repair process by about 6 weeks. And finally, Juve has cancelled for this year's Arima Borough Day on August 10th, announced Mayor Baliram Mariah. The decision was made after consultation with the police and the Arima Borough Corporation due to safety concerns amid current crime tensions. Despite this, a variety of events are planned for the Borough Month, which runs from July 27th to August 31st, celebrating 136 years of Arima as a borough. Mariah emphasized the importance of safety and community unity and called on parents to guide their children towards healthy lifestyle. Heavy police presence will ensure security throughout the celebrations. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard, nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Welcome back, and thank you, Biana, for our news there in 90 seconds. We're talking about oil spill, we're talking about Hurricane Beryl, we're talking about so many different things. But this morning, I want to change the conversation a little bit. We're in the period of Heritage Festival, and so many events are happening on the island of Tobago. What events have you been to thus far, and what has the experience been like for you?
Well, it's so unfortunate, Adana. It's only one event I attended, and that's the Shallerville Heritage Festival. That one was, top my priority list. So yes, that's the only one I attended so far.
And my report is the exact same thing because that's the only one I attended, I suppose, because it was a working event for us, but we were able to part of the presentation that they had there as well. And I look forward to the other events that are coming up. I know this afternoon is the goat race in the Buku area, in the Buku Recreational Ground, so I'm looking forward to that and all the other events as they roll out as well.
One other one that would have piqued my interest, which is during working hours on Monday, the Bellman Riot, and that's in Roxboro. That one kind of piqued my interest as well.
Yes, I know. We're gonna have some conversations about that this morning, actually.
Yes.
And I do hope you get to attend that one, or even any other one that you might have the opportunity to attend as well. And I do wish you a very awesome day today.
Same to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to celebrate with those who are celebrating. Yes, we head on over to our birthday shout outs. All right, and on screen and celebrating a birthday is this a dress that Kezia is wearing. Kezia is celebrating a birthday today. This is the lady with the voice. If you ever heard the voice on this woman, she has an awesome, beautiful, almost heavenly type of voice. And I want to wish you a happy birthday today, Kezia Frederick, celebrating there today, coming to you from your special friend Ronel and all your friends here at the Tobago Updates Television family. We wish you the very best today, and we pray God's blessings upon your life. Another lady with a voice, this is Sherma Alexander Williams. Yes, she's also celebrating a birthday today. We wish you a very happy birthday today. Sherma is a very loving and caring Auntie Sherma, a teacher there at the Signal Hill Government Primary School. We want to wish you a very, very happy birthday today. We do pray that you get to enjoy, relax, and just enjoy all the love that comes with celebrating a birthday today. We wish you the absolute very, very best. Happy birthday to you. And of course, for those of you who are also celebrating today and whose photos we don't have, we also join with celebrating with you. And we remind you to always put God first. Give God thanks for another day, another year, and an opportunity to write another chapter in the story of your life. Yes, because He's the one who has given us life and the opportunity to live and enjoy and create moments, of course, as well. You might be wondering, who are we having conversations with this morning? And this morning we start off conversations with Mr. Martin George, an attorney at law, and we're going to be speaking about arrest with reasonable cause. Yes, there are some situations happening in this space that we want to address this morning and get some more details and insight on the law and how certain situations roll out. So we're going to have that conversation. We're also going to speak about the legal rights of students with Martin George as well, attorney at law. We're going to have that conversation, and then we wrap things up with speaking with Mr. Collis Hazel, the manager of Roxboro Police Youth Club, and as Bianna mentioned, wanting to attend the Bellarmine riots. We're going to be speaking about that as it takes place for the Roxboro Heritage Festival this year. So we're going to have those conversations this morning, and we do hope that you stay with us. Before we go for a break, I just want to say good morning to those of you who are on our live stream this morning. Good morning to you, Pearl Murray Beard, loyal viewer. Good morning to you, Brenda Campbell. Good morning, Julia Brown. Good morning to you, JSL Boris Vincent. Good morning to you, William Nana. Good morning, Alvin Douglas. Good morning, Sazid Ahmed. Good morning to all of you who are viewing us, whether you are viewing on our Facebook live stream, on our YouTube channel, or on Amplia 102. We say good morning, and we say thank you so much for choosing us and for making us the #1 morning show here in Trinidad and Tobago. We can't do it without you, so we say thank you and good morning. All right, we have to go for a short break before we begin conversations. We do hope that you stay with us, and as you stay with us, we encourage you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Tobago, it's goat racing in July. Thursday, 25th July 2024. Come out to the Buku Integrated Facility from 3 p.m. for a time of goat racing. Hosted by the Tobago Goat Owners Association. Only $20 for children, $40 for adults. Refreshments will be on sale. Goat racing in July. Thursday, 25th July 2024, 3 p.m. Come out at the Buku Integrated Facility.
Said I'm falling, falling, I'm falling. As I lay in my bed with my head to the ceiling. Say I'm drowning alone and I'm lost in my feelings. Somebody send me a sign, cause you know that I need it. Can't even come back to me, cause you know you're my healing. I said it's okay, it's my therapy, therapy, my therapy. It take away all of my anxiety, anxiety, my remedy. I tell you that we all need love. Jump up and show me love, wind up and show me love. Together say we all.
On Sunday, 28th July, Fandango in collaboration with KCNN Rentals presents Christmas in July at Signal Hill Senior Comprehensive Family Extravaganza and Expo from 11 a.m. Sorrel, ginger beer, hops and ham, crab and dumplings, pop-up market, health fair, and more. Show starts 2 p.m. Free gifts and toys for the kids. Fun and games, live entertainment. Tickets at Party Paradise, Scarborough, Sherwood Foods, Canby, Triple L Minimart, Spring Garden, Fairways Restaurant and Lounge, Lowlands, Economy Veggie Mart, Penny Service Compound, Zoya Vessels, Bill Brown Compound, CPA Computers, Port Mall, only $100 at the door. You pay more. For info, 399-4030 or 682-2888. Christmas in July. Bring the whole family and have a grand time.
gotta stop it. You have to stop it.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
You have to stop it every month.
That's it. That's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Star Promotions and Charns bookstores are happy to bring the 2024 New Wave Maths Championships to Lowlands Mall, 8th to 10th August. Participants must be between ages 9 to 12 years. Lots of prizes to be won. To register, call 471-2604. For the best prices on school books, WhatsApp 471-2604 or 371-4824. 3 lucky students will win their book list for free.
Welcome to the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort, where we will be hosting the very first annual CM Golf Academy Charity Golf Tournament. Some of the proceeds from this tournament will be going to my childhood school, the Montgomery Government School, and our neighboring school, the Bucco Government School, where we will be assisting students in various needs. We'll be having players from all over the globe, friends from Canada, Barbados, and also here in Tobago and from Trinidad, and few friends from America as well. So you can come here in the land of sea, sun, and sun, and come and have some fun with us here in Plantation.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you for staying with us. Now, I'm going to give you some insider secrets. Sometimes when you're working in the media, there's so many moving parts, so many things happening on the inside, and I want to invite you into something that, you know, happens on the spur of a moment. Sometimes you just have to think on your feet. We're supposed to be speaking with some of our guests this morning, but we have some issues connecting with them. So we're going to speak with you this morning, our loyal viewers. Yes, we're so happy for every opportunity to have conversations with you, even if we're bringing information or just speaking with you casually. And this morning, you know, I want to take this opportunity before we get into our conversations with you to congratulate. We have 4 police officers from Tobago who have been promoted to the rank of inspector. Yes, and I want to say hearty congratulations to all of them. As we know, the TTPS are our friends here at the Tobago Updates Television, and they always come and they bring updates, and we have conversations, we ask the hard questions, and you know, they try their best to give us the answers and to restore that public trust in the TTPS. And this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say congratulations to 4 of them who have been promoted. Inspector Shirla Prince, yes, she has been promoted to Inspector. Susan Guy, Andrea Fraser Ramsey, and Dave Applewhite, they have all been promoted to the rank of inspector with the TTPS. This happened yesterday, I think. The installation was done, and so we want to say hearty congratulations to them as well. And reports are saying that these officers are now heading into assessment for the rank of assistant superintendent. Yes, and so we want to continue to encourage members of the TTPS. We want to continue to be a community who, you know, sort of stands together in the fight against crime. We know that the crime situation has been escalating on the island of Tobago. We know we've had concerns. Of course, some of us have been in panic mode. You know, we're wondering what is happening in our space. But we do know that the challenges are great. The challenges are many. And so we just want to say we lend our support to the TTPS, and we want to see that they do the work that they have taken an oath to do. And the oath says to protect and to serve with pride. And we do hope that they are able to do this. Even in the midst of all the challenges, the expectation is that they will protect and that they will serve. We too, as a community, have a responsibility. We are supposed to be stakeholders in protecting our island. We're supposed to be collaborators with all the agencies who have been set up on the island and in the nation to protect our country. The responsibility really is ours. You would hear the phrase very often: if you see something, say something. If you know something, say something. You can call anonymously to give information, and I know a lot of persons might have issues or, you know, concerns in terms of how am I certain that my call is anonymous. There are systems that have been put in place where you can call and there's no trace back to your number or no trace back to your identity in terms of who gives the information. So let us try to assist the TTPS as much as we can to bring information forward. Remember, every criminal activity happening on the island of Tobago can affect you or me or somebody that we know, somebody who we are close to. And we don't want to wait until it gets on our doorstep to now be bringing information. So if we can nip it in the bud, let's nip it in the bud. Let us assist in as much as we can. Let us be very alert in terms of our homes, in our communities, in the streets, the villages where we live, the communities where we go for recreation. You know, be very aware and alert. Let us have conversations with the younger ones to inspire them to stay off the streets and to provide an alternative that will help them, you know, to put their interest elsewhere. There are institutions, there are activities such as the police youth clubs all across the island of Tobago. There are so many NGOs who are reaching out to young people. They can get into sporting activities like football, netball, cricket, and there are so many other things that are happening, swimming. There's so many things that we can get our young people engaged in that will keep them off the streets. There's also the opportunity to join a pan side, a pan club. Or there's so many things that are happening that our young people can get engaged in. Talk about starting a new business, for instance. How can they invest their talents, their gifts that will be monetized and bring them some type of income, give them some type of responsibility, a personal responsibility and a social responsibility as well. So we want to be able to preserve our spaces. We want to be able to ensure that we are safe, our homes are safe, our families are safe, our children are safe, and that the generation that is coming up is a generation that can take us even to the next generation thereafter and preserve what we have here on the island of Tobago, in Trinidad, and the world at large. This conversation is not just for our local space. This is what we should be doing across the globe, ensuring that we look out for each other, we give positive support and encouragement, and of course to help each other to progress in a way that is positive and that will impact societies in a very, very positive way. Just yesterday, I was on social media and I came across a young lady who started her own business in agro-processing and gardening. And, you know, I want to say congratulations to her as well. I think it's let me get the name right. Pebs Processing, I think, is the name of the business, where she started off with small gardening, and then she expanded to gardening and now into agro-processing. And these are the things we want to encourage our young people to get involved in. We want to encourage them to get involved in things that will keep them productive. There are so many programs being offered by the Tobago House of Assembly and other agencies, government and non-government agencies, to help them to hone their talents. So again, I think it's yesterday or this morning, an advert coming out from the Division of Food Security there for training in agro-processing and gardening and stuff like that. So, you know, there's so many things happening on the island that we can get our young people involved in. So let us continue to support them and help them to reduce even the interest in wanting to be part of some kind of criminal activity or some type of gang. You know what happens is that when there's no other alternative, that's when they get into trouble. When there's no other alternative, that's when they look for something to occupy their time. So let us provide the opportunities for them, lead them to it, of course, and help them to make the right decisions. And of course, living by example. We as the older generation, well, I shouldn't say older because I'm not older, but in terms of the more responsible ones, we have a social responsibility as well. We have a responsibility to live an exemplary life that they can follow, that they can emulate, so that when we give them advice, they will not be able to say, yeah, but you did so and so. Let us stand as citizens on the island of Tobago proudly and boast of who we are, where we came from, and where we want to go, and continue to encourage the young people as they come up. So again, I want to say congratulations to the 4 officers who were promoted to the rank of Inspector, Inspector Susan Guy, Inspector Sheila Prince, Inspector Andrea Ramsey Fraser, and Inspector Dave Applewhite, all from the island of Tobago. Many congratulations to them. And of course, we're hoping to see all the strategies that they've been putting in place being implemented on the island. Remember, we have to do this together. It's a community effort. It's a collaborative effort, because we really want to ensure that we live in a place that is clean, green, safe, and serene. And if we want to boast about Tobago being the greatest little island on the planet, we all have to do it together. So again, congratulations to them all. We're going to go again for a short break before we continue in studio this morning. We might open the phone lines a little bit later so we can hear from you what your views are on certain topics this morning. So you have to stay with us if you want to be a part of that conversation. And as you stay with us, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October. Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release. Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, and Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on. From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival. Down here in Tobago. In Tobago. Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure. I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun. Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable. I said I can't wait for Tobago in October. Deltec Distributors Weekend Special. Wings Friday, 3 pounds wings, 2.5 kilogram fries. Special 100 TT. Soup Saturday, 2 pounds cube beef, 2 pounds cow heel, 2 pounds chicken foot, 2 pounds pigtail, or smoke bone. Special $150. Super Sunday, 3 pounds leg and thigh chicken, 3 pounds sliced pork, 3 pounds lamb slice, 3 pounds cheese, 2 pack of pasta. Special $250. Located Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. We deliver 20 TT. Contact us on deltecdistributors.com 395-5040 or 237-0102. Deltec Distributors Weekend Special.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago.
Superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported. Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
No place like home, home, home.
Oh, I love Tobago, baby.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I run in town again. Jump and shake the ground again. Rave with all my friends and them. No place like home, home, home. We go jump till the moon come down. It's we who the stars shine on. Play a mass and break away. Freedom in with DNA.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you for staying with us. We continue this morning having conversations. We're going to turn our conversation now this morning, speaking with one of our interns here at the Tobago Updates Television, Miss Tanisha Williams. She's here as a part of the YES program, and so we're going to have some conversations with her this morning. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, a pleasure for being here this morning on the show with us. Now, you have been interning with us through the YES program. How has it been being in studio and seeing the operations behind the scenes? I know some people only see what is on the camera, you know, but you are behind and you're seeing the actual production and how things happen. What is it like for you?
Okay, so I would have started at Tobago Updates the first week in July. So they placed me here, and when I first came in, like I wasn't familiar with the environment. So when I came in and I saw all you had this setup and whatnot, I said, this is actually a really good production, what you all have going on here. And you all spoke about some of the programs you all have for the television and whatnot. I said, those are some really good shows and whatnot. I said, so it's a really good idea and a thing you all have going here in this organization.
All right, and what has it, what is your role and responsibility? What are some of the things you do during your shift while you're in the studio?
Okay, so one of my role and responsibility is to look for topics that are trending in Tobago, so I could be able to write stories for the television news at 6:30. So I have to create stories and whatnot.
And this is something new for you, something different to what you're used to.
It's not what I'm used to. So it took me out of my environment, in terms of where I have to, and obviously you went to school, you have to write stories and whatnot, but now you have to shape it in a different way to make sure that's how it makes sense and it's trending for the news. And you have to also sometimes, based on the type of news and based on the type of story you do, you have to be able to voice it and whatnot. So being able to come out of my comfort zone to be able to voice. At first when I did my first voice, I was like, Woo. I was shaking everything, but like as time progressed, I find that I'm becoming more comfortable with being able to voice my stories and whatnot. So it takes time to be able to get comfort and come out of your comfort zone when things are not used to what you are comfortable to. Yeah.
Right. And in terms of the support from the production team and all the staff here at Tobago Updates Television, how has it been? Have they embraced you and are showing you the ropes? And, you know, I know sometimes when we down to the wire and the deadline is coming up, I know sometimes it can be a rush and everybody wants to get what they have to get on time so we can air. In terms of the support from the team, how has it been for you?
I would say the support has been excellent. Even though like you have to rush to get things done, they are always there to guide you throughout the way. So like one of my supervisor, Patricia, she is the editors, and she makes sure I make sure and follow up with her, say this is the story I'm doing today, and she's like, okay, great. And then she says, well, when you're finished you could always send it to me. So she has been guiding us. She was the first one who showed us what to do in terms of creating the story for the news, and that's how I was able to grasp the idea of it and be able to do my own stories, which she has said is really good.
That's Patricia Nicholson Richardson, and she is the head of news here at Tobago Updates Television, and of course giving you all the support that you need, because what we do here is we really want to encourage people and expose people to as many areas in the production aspect as possible. And you know, we have more interns, and some of them are doing the actual production, some of them are on camera, and you know, so many different things. We saw Jolene Dan out there in the field, you know, doing her thing as well. And so we're so happy that you guys are here and having this experience. So after the YES program, or even before the YES program ends, you know, we're waiting on one specific type of information, which we call exam results. Yes. So exam results are soon to come out, and how do you feel in terms of all the work that you did to get you to exams, and what are you anticipating?
Okay, so leading up to exams, before exams even started, I would have created a plan of what I wanted to do. So like I had like a whole study timetable. I wrote out the entire syllable in different notebooks based on the subjects I'm doing to be able to prepare and not be hectic. So it wouldn't be hectic when the time come up. So it was a free flow and whatnot. So in terms of, I'd had a lot of like sleepless nights. Like I was staying up until 12 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes my granny used to be like, oh, why are you not going to bed? You're not tired. You have to go and get rest. You have to sleep to be able to make the brain work and whatnot. But like, you have to get things done if you want to achieve greatness. So I feel like I did put in the work, and this exam season, when results come out, I'm hoping to see that I achieved what I wanted to achieve based on the type of work I put in.
And I do, of course, wish you the very best when your exam results come out, of course, in the next couple of weeks, I think it's coming out.
It doesn't have a confirmed date as yet. So based on, well, for me, I don't know, I've like been anticipating it. I would have took it upon myself and gone ahead and looked at last year when the results came out. I said, oh, they didn't take that long. It took like 40-something days. And like this year, I understand that exams would have finished earlier, but like it's coming up on 50-something days since the results have not been released. We are not getting any updates and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, what's happening? Is it coming out in August? Is it coming out the first week? When is it coming out? Let us have like a sort of update so we know to prepare ourselves.
So we have to ask those questions, of course. When are the exam results coming out for CXC this year? The persons who wrote the exams, they are very anxious and waiting in anticipation for the results coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having candid conversation this morning with one of our interns here from the YES program, Tanisha Williams, working with the Tobago Updates Television family for the July-August summer vacation period, and of course coming out of her shell and speaking on things that are not customary for her, coming out of her comfort zone, and of course immersing herself into what she's been called to do here at the studios. And so I want to wish you all the best as you continue to intern with us.
Thank you.
I do hope that you learn additional skills, not just in the production area, but skills that you can take with you as you go to the next stage of your life. You know, life skills that you can practice, whether it is beating your deadlines. That's a skill that you really have to get, especially when you get to adulthood and there are more demands that will come on you. I do hope that you grasp some type of skills that you can look back and say, yes, because I interned at the Tobago Updates Television, I was able to learn this particular thing that is now an asset for me as I go forward in my profession and my career. So all the very best to you, Tanisha, and thank you so much for joining us on set this morning for the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy that you stayed with us this morning. You know, of course, our programming took a little different course this morning, and we're so happy that you chose to stay with us this morning. We really appreciate you so much. As I said earlier, that you are the reason why we are the #1 morning show here in Trinidad and Tobago. We could not do this without you, without your encouragement, without your comments, without your critique. We appreciate you so much, and we're so happy that you stayed with us. We have to go for a short break, and as we go for a break, of course, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens has come down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road, it's a miracle. A million strong come together.
Tobago, it's goat racing in July. Thursday, 25th July 2024. Come out to the Buku Integrated Facility from 3 p.m. for a time of goat racing. Hosted by the Tobago Goat Owners Association. Only $20 for children, $40 for adults. Refreshments will be on sale. Goat racing in July. Thursday, 25th July 2024, 3 p.m. Come out at the Buku Integrated Facility.
Said I'm falling, I'm falling. As I lay in my bed with my head to the ceiling. Say I'm drowning alone and I'm lost in my feelings. Somebody send me a sign, cause you know that I need it. Carnival, come back to me, cause you know you're my healing.
Star Promotions and Charns bookstores are happy to bring the 2024 New Wave Maths Championships to Lowlands Mall, 8th to 10th August. Participants must be between ages 9 to 12 years. Lots of prizes to be won. To register, call 471-2604. For the best prices on school books, WhatsApp 471-2604 or 371-4824. 3 lucky students will win their book list for free.
On Sunday, 28th July, Fandango, in collaboration with KCNN Rentals, presents Christmas in July at Signal Hill Senior Comprehensive Family Extravaganza and Expo from 11 a.m. Sorrel, ginger beer, hops and ham, crab and dumplings, pop-up market, health fair, and more. Show starts 2 p.m. Free gifts and toys for the kids. Fun and games, live entertainment. Tickets at Party Paradise, Scarborough, Sherwood Foods, Canby, Triple L Minimart, Spring Garden, Fairways Restaurant and Lounge, Lowlands, Economy Veggie Mart, Penny Service Compound, Zoya Vessels, Bill Brown Compound, CPA Computers, Port Mall. Only $100 at the door. You pay more. For info, 399-4030 or 682-2888. Christmas in July. Bring the whole family and have a grand time.
Go in. You have to stop it. You have to stop it.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
You have to stop it again.
That's it. That's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you for staying with us. All right, we get into conversations this morning. We're speaking with Collis Hazel, manager of the Roxboro Police Youth Club, and of course we're speaking as we're in the Heritage Festival season. We're speaking about Roxboro Heritage Festival, the Bella Manor riots. Yes, an interesting conversation indeed. Good morning, Mr. Hazel, and welcome.
Good morning to you and good morning to all your viewers. It's nice to be on set with you this morning as we're talking Heritage Festival, the Roxboro Bell Manor.
That's right. That's right. It's a very engaging, of course, event on the calendar of events for Heritage Festival. And so we want to get into the conversation this morning. If you can give us just a brief history of what the Bell Manor riot is about, so we could bring our viewers up to speed as to what this depiction is about, so that they can get into it and have an understanding as to what we're actually celebrating, if we can say, at this particular event.
Okay, so of course you know that the Bell Manor Riot have been a production that has been on the Heritage calendar for years ago. Originated and produced by Miss Deanna Riley, and of course she continues to produce that that show. This year we are going to have a slight change in it, in that we are going to, for the first time, we are going to do it in a. It was done previously at a stage show. This year, for the first time, we will be doing a street theater, taking you back to the plantation where the riot actually took place, and taking you to a check as we witness live the characters involved in the Bell Manor riot. And of course, the Bell Manor riot focuses attention where it happened on the Roxboro estate, involving the plantation workers, which revolt against the white slave owners for ill treatment of low paying wages and poor health working conditions that they endured. Of course, these were planters, laborers that came from Barbados predominantly to work on the sugar plantation here in Tobago. Of course, you know, Tobago would have changed hands over 33 times, and therefore we have had a great involvement from the British. And in occupying that space, one of the estates, of course, the Roxboro estate, which was owned then by some of the white slave masters, they planted sugarcane, cocoa, coffee on the plantation, and they would have been using migrant workers and luring them to come to work on the estate, giving them that opportunity and telling them about all that they can benefit. However, when they came to the plantation to work, it was all different. Much of what was offered to them, was promised to them, was not fulfilled by these white plantation owners. And therefore, it is out of this system that the workers, migrant workers, revolted on the estate, and that revolt saw them burning down the Roxboro Estate Sugar House. And of course, being involved in some of the chants, the chantwells and so forth on the estate, depicting the slave master in many ways. And of course, I can say to you that the 100 Window plantation, where the white slave owner was living, is still standing majestically on the Roxboro estate. So people have an opportunity to see that, and under that plantation where the workers were working, will see them toiling on that estate, trying all Medea walk for massa. And they will see that taking place. But outside of that, massa did not live up to his expectation. They were ill-treated. They were given low wages. They were introduced to a system called the truck system. And in this truck system, it was one in which the workers were really working. All the benefit, all the economic benefit coming out of the truck system was really going back to the white plantation owners. So it's sort of resemble, I don't know if you are familiar with what is called the canteen in the military style. So in this canteen, you go and you buy all, you credit all that you earn, and really and truly it goes back to the owner. That truck system existed way back then in the 18th century, and therefore it is what they revolted against, because they were paying, despite paying low wages, they had now to go and still have to buy everything they want in this truck system, which really went back to the white plantation owners. So the truck shop is set up on the estate as well, and this is where, or it is going to be set up as a shop, and this is where all the amenities, where you could have food and craft and everything would be on that shop, where you can go there and purchase. Of course, the Roxboro Copra House, that boiling house, you would have an opportunity to go in the boiling house and to see the operation of how what took place there then when the cocoa come from the estate and come on into the boiling house, what existed then. So Roxboro is going to be bringing this alive in a street theater, orchestrated by Miss Deanna Riley, director and producer, and Mr. Gilbert O'Connor, script writer and director with respect to this, this event. It involves the whole of Roxboro, from the 3-year-old to the 71-year-old person on the cast, who is going to be outside there being part of the street check. It involves all of our groups, and that we will be bringing this show alive in a street theater.
You know, Mr. Hazel, you told us a lot there, and you know, it's very interesting for us, and important rather, for us to know the history of things that are being depicted through the Heritage Festival period, and especially when they take place in communities, because these are real life events that actually took place, and it's just a reenactment so that we can, you know, understand in today's society how it really played out. And you know, I've been having conversations with a lot of persons, and we have so many untold stories here on the island of Tobago. And I'm wishing that we could have conversations where these stories can be told on a more frequent basis on the island, whether we integrate it into the school system or we have more festivals throughout the year where communities can come together and, you know, get the essence of the stories, to have a really good understanding of it and an appreciation of where we were, where we came from, where we are, and where we're going. So I'm really looking forward to the rollout of that event taking place there in Roxboro on Monday, as we get into what really happened. You spoke about the unfairness that took place there, and of course the cause for the riots, because at the same time you were promised something and then you held up your end of the bargain, and then when you get in there now, it's a horse of a different color, as we say, you know. And so I really am hoping that we can have these things happening on a more consistent or frequent basis throughout the year. And so this is happening in Roxboro on Monday. So give us some more details in terms of the actual day and time of the event and how persons can attend.
Okay, so we start at 10 a.m. in the morning, and let's bear that in mind. It is going to be a morning production. So we start at 10 a.m. in the morning on the Roxboro Cameron Canal Road at the Roxboro Argyle Waterfall Road. And we are going to check up to the plantation just under that stretch behind the Roxboro Hospital. And we are going to be moving from there where the street theater takes place, and it takes you on to the Bloody Bay Road, just in front of Roxboro Sec, and you are able to make a right down onto the Bloody Bay Road, and we are going to be going using the Roxboro Bypass Road to get up there. So we will be going to check into the old police station. Now, to tell you a little more is that the old police station is where, when this revolt was taking place, we did have a Bajan, a very bad Bajan police officer working in Roxboro by the name of Corporal Belmana. And he was one who listened to the wills of the white slave owners and was there to ill-treat some of the workers. And therefore, Belmana came carrying out the wishes of the white plantation owners in beating and ill-treating some of these laborers. Some of the plantation workers in their riot went to the Roxboro police station and pulled out Corporal Belmana from the station, and that he be brought to a trial at the Roxboro courtyard. So we will be moving there in a check, and we're going to be back down at the Roxboro courtyard, where we're going to have a live court in session, where the judge is going to come downstairs from that courthouse, well dressed in their majestical robe, to try that case and to hear the pleas of the workers and what they were going through as they bring their evidence before the judge on the working and health condition that they were undergoing while on the plantation. At the end of the production, of course, we are going to be going back to celebrate the success of the story where Corporal Belmana was sentenced. And of course, we are going back to the tuck shop. So at the tuck shop is our celebration, our victory, where we will eat and drink and have a good time and dance and have fun over the victory, the triumph of light over darkness of what these plantation workers would have endured. Quite rightly, there are going to be some traffic, there's some traffic restrictions in place for Belmana riot, and those will include a point in time where the traffic, just as is done for Carnival, the traffic will be diverted onto Old Police Station Street. So please take note, the persons living on Old Police Station Street, there is a no parking on both sides of the street in effect on Monday from 8 to 12. And therefore, persons need to take that into consideration, which will take them back onto the Roxboro Estate and onto the Roxboro Bloody Bay Road and through the Windward Main Road. Of course, there's also going to be a traffic disruption at the Roxboro gas station, the first Roxboro gas station on Bloody Bay Road intersection, onto the Roxboro courtyard. When the trial is taking place, traffic would be diverted to the old police station bypass and onto the Roxboro gas station to get out of Roxboro. So it plans to be a very interesting celebration that is going to bring out, have persons involved, get in there, getting into the tambo bamboo, get in there into the music truck, listen to the chants. Of course, what is interesting is that this year, what we would have done, we gave different sectors, groupings in Roxboro the opportunity to participate in the production. So you have the Roxboro Folk Gem. They are doing all the singing for the celebration, led by Mr. David Thomas and Miss Inga Beckles, Martin Beckles. And of course, you have the celebration of the rioters coming out from Roxboro, Mise. It's a group run by Ansel Topping and Crystal Bascom, and they are going to be bringing out all those people from Roxboro who will be participating in Reveler. So it's going to be a massive street parade coming through the street of Roxboro. Stay strong, stand tall. Roxboro is united in culture, and we are going to give you the reenactment of the Bell Manor riot. Of course, I want to say as well to you that parking is available all day for you because it's an all-day festival at Roxboro Secondary School Hard Court and at the Argyle Waterfall parking facility and at the Roxboro Sporting Complex. We also have the opportunity that during the day, you have the opportunity to go visit the Argyle Waterfall, go visit the Tobago Cocoa Farm up at that Mr. Dwayne Dove, where he's doing those renowned German chocolates, the Tobago chocolates out there in Germany. So you have an opportunity to make checks to all these places. And of course, come sit, eat, and dine in the cuisine that is produced out of sugar and out of cocoa at the tuck shop and have a good time in Roxboro.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Hazel, there giving us that synopsis of what we can look forward to on Monday, taking place there in Roxboro for the Bell Manor Riot depiction for our Heritage Festival. We're speaking to Collis Hazel in the capacity of the manager of the Roxboro Police Youth Club and, of course, being part of the production for the Bell Manor Riots taking place there on Monday. So for those of you who are looking for something to do on Monday for part of your Heritage Tobago Heritage Festival experience, this is as good as any, and some might say better than many. So you want to participate in that. Thank you so much, Mr. Hazel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. But before we go, I must say good morning to Mr. Harrington Henry and his wife, Mrs. Henry. Thank you guys so much for being such wonderful people. You know, I just had an engagement with you just a couple days ago and you were so gracious, and I thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. But it's not where we end our programming. We head on over to GMT, so stay with us. And as you stay with us, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live.
Welcome to Tobago Heritage, the Tobago Old Time Wedding happening right now at the beautiful community of Mariah, Tobago.
It's something that I've been waiting for from since last year, and trust me, this year they have improved.
like not only a heritage, but like a harvest, where everybody enjoying themselves. And people could take part in the bush back. You know what I mean? The experience has been wonderful. The weather has been quite faithful to us this evening. The evening is pretty warm, and thus far, we are having a wonderful experience.
Nice vibes, nice energy, and I just love this place.
First experience at the Mariah old-time wedding, and it has been fantastic, very electrifying. It's good to see the people out in the numbers, and the rain didn't really hinder the festivities. You know, rain only stops cricket.
I like to see the old-time wedding, but what I find is that when they came from the church, the way the crowd was trying to get to see them, they should try and organize something on the street with bleachers or something for the people to sit down and get to see them better, because you couldn't see them so good because everybody run into videotape and take pictures.
The festival has been very exciting. This is our culture, and I believe that the Mariah old-time wedding is the crowning glory of our heritage. It's very rich, and it has gained international recognition for very long, and we need to do more to push it forward.
This is my first time ever at the Mariah Heritage. I usually watch it on TV, but my aunt decided to bring me out today, and I must say it's a really nice experience. The church service was very interesting. I really like the Mako lady on the outside. Very funny. I'm really looking forward to the stage production.
My heart is filled with joy to see my son, Cleophas, marry such a geophysically beautiful woman.
Say you said the man get all kind of thing home by you for the wedding. Of course. If me pity I get married and people bring things for me, the right thing to do is to give it to the wedding. Come, let me show you something. Where you get this? Below you's a house. Me house? You house. So who house again? When me look out of me window before cock crow, as straight as you house me I see.
All this time, you keeping all the food below your house? Below your house, Tilly?
I want to be concentrated for all the Lord I thought to come down here. I would like piece of pork, please.
You do wrong, but we can't live so. Yeah. I forgive you, right?
Accept it. Accept it.
And I forgive you and your brother. And I want all to take part in it. Till when the pig on. Till you mean all the thief the pig? All you? Me not take all the thief the pig? Me the right eye eyesight all the time. You can tell me thief pig? You thief the cake too? The cake? The cake too? I'm gonna forgive you, you know. But listen, all you come and do the grand change, eh? Me no know nothing but that till you're done. I'm done. I hope I'll choke.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
We love Tobago Carnival! Tobago! It's such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival right here. We're not leave it till we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, is rhythm, steel and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We built artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real titans of soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
Every time, every time, every time, every single time. Hey. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as sun start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds.
The news is brought to you by Standards. At Standards, nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
And other stakeholders affected by the February 7th oil spill must submit their claim forms to the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development by August 5th. The Oil Spill Relief Committee, chaired by Alan Stewart, aimed to manage the process to provide relief to local fishing industry. Additionally, the Tobago Emergency Management Agency says Tobago may need another 6 weeks to recover from Hurricane Beryl. TEMA Director Alan Stewart initially predicted a month, but with only 50% of the home repairs completed, more time is required. Stewart mentioned that a report on managing and the remaining repairs would be submitted to the Tobago House of Assembly within a week. While relief efforts were effective, some homes need input from the Division of Settlements for reconstruction. Delays in procuring material are extending the repair process by about 6 weeks. And finally, Juve has been cancelled for this year's Arima Borough Day on August 10th. Announced by Mayor Baliram Maharaj, the decision was made after consultation with the police and the Arima Borough Corporation due to safety concerns amid current crime tensions. Despite this, a variety of events are planned for the Borough Month, which runs from July the 27th to August 31st, celebrating 136 years of the Arima as a borough. Maharaj emphasized the importance of safety and community unity and called on parents to guide their children towards healthy lifestyles. Heavy police presence will ensure security throughout the celebrations. And that was on News in 90 Seconds.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. This morning we are continuing our conversation and we're talking about literacy and impact on our students. This morning as we have this conversation, I have the pleasure of chatting with Ms. Natasha Seconds, who is the Technical Advisor at the Division of Education. Good morning. Well, we have Natasha actually coming on just in a few, but this morning we're talking about Project Impact. And if you know anything about Project Impact, this has been a project that has taken place at the Division of Education since the COVID-19. Now, this has been an initiative that was initiated to combat learning loss with students who did the SCA exams. So those students who are just about to get into high school, Project Impact is about preparing those persons who fall below the 50th percentile for high school. Now we know we are in a situation where students are no longer staying back in primary school. So whether they have passed or not, we are still sending them off to high school. But a lot of the times, a lot of our students are getting left behind academically. Though they are physically present at high school, they are still not up to the standard. So Project Impact is a program that has been created by the Division of Education to help bridge the gap for those students who have fallen below that 50th percentile. Now, I believe that the program is a program that happens during the summer vacation, where there are a couple weeks where the students experience somewhat of a boot camp-like style training to get them prepared and ready for high school. It's not just about academics, it's about the emotional, it's about, the holistic development of kids as we prepare them to get into high school. And I believe that where the Project Impact is heading is that it is going to also be operating during the school period to help with that remedial education. But I don't have all the facts this morning. Miss Natasha Seconds has that. And so as soon as we come back from the break, we're going to chat with her and she's going to give us a lot more information on this. So see you soon.
Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Don't worry, but why you fuck it up? Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me play very hard, fiesta, fun,
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke what you have, what you know about.
It's too early for that.
Too early, good on. They do put on enough 99. Girl, go to club, girl, right. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and a winding up on me man.
Dream.
gotta stop it. You have to stop it.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
You have to stop it every night.
That's it. That's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Pamstar Promotions and Charns Bookstores are happy to bring the 2024 New Wave Maths Championships to Lowlands Mall, 8th to 10th August. Participants must be between ages 9 to 12 years. Lots of prizes to be won. To register, call 471-2604. For the best prices on school books, WhatsApp 471-2604 or 371-4824. 3 lucky students will win their book list for free.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. As I indicated right before we left off to the break, we're going to chat more about that project impact with the technical advisor for the Division of Education, Research and Technology, Miss Natasha Second. Good morning, Miss Second, and welcome back to Tobago Updates. This morning we're talking about the project impact and the accelerated learning program. Tell us, I gave the audience a bit of a background before the break, but tell us about where project impact is now, because I believe that what I indicated was the initial start, the conceptualization of what project impact is, but so much has been done since that.
Yes.
So tell us a bit more about where project impact is right now.
So good morning, Chanel. Good morning to all of the viewers. Project Impact is in the process of the 3rd year. So we are at cycle 3. When we began, it was in response to the learning loss that took place during the pandemic and so on. But we were able to actualize the accelerated component this year. So we have one center completely devoted to the accelerated child, from standard 2 all the way up to standard 5, and we have in the east, that's the Buku Government Center, that's completely devoted to the accelerated student. And we have in the east, Roxboro Anglican School, where we have 2 cohorts. We have the remedial cohort, but we also have the accelerated cohort to facilitate children who are in that east north side area so that they could be accommodated there. So we have 11 centers operational this year. Those 2 centers that deal with the accelerated, and everybody else focuses on bridging that gap for the remedial student. We would have expanded because we went down in terms of the levels that we were accommodating. So kids from standard 2, standard 3, all the way up to standard 5 and first form can find something to do in our program. We're looking at not just literacy and numeracy, we do life skills training, we do agriculture, different technical vocational skills, culinary arts, etc. And the key thing is the joy of learning. We are having a very positive response from staff and students alike, so it has been going well and students are walking in daily.
Right, so is it a situation where persons can still register for the program, and how far into it are you right now?
Right. So this is the second week. So we have 2 more weeks to go. We're going to close off at on Friday, the 15th of August. So there's still much to be done. As I said, we have different facilitators and different tutors doing different levels of programming. So we have physical education, etc. No matter what period in time the child joins, the child will be exposed to the assessments for literacy and numeracy, and they will have some level of adaptation for their particular learning styles and learning skills, so they will get something. So even now, we do welcome children walking into any one of the centers, and we have 11. I could just repeat where they are. In the east, we have Speyside Anglican, Roxboro Anglican, Goodwood Methodist. To the north side, we have Castara. West side, we have St. Andrew's Anglican, Scarborough RC, we have Patience Hill Government, Montgomery Government, and we are focusing on the remedial child at every level and the accelerated child.
All right, excellent. And we see some pictures of our kids being engaged here.
Yes.
No, so you're saying that parents can just basically dress their kids and just send them off to the center, and they can begin being a part of the program.
Yes, indeed. And we can have them there from 8:30 a.m. The center manager will record all of their biodata, etc., give them their little assessments in literacy and numeracy, and then place them in the appropriate program. So if your children are having fun, they're fully engaged, it's a very experiential kind of constructivist approach to learning, and we're doing all of those Tobago-centric values. We're trying to use content that is appropriate to the Tobago child. So you see, we have music, we have dance, we have drama, we have culinary arts in terms of them doing a little chow challenge, making sandwiches, learning how to set the table, and so on. So it is a fun-filled series of activities, and we know that learning is taking place because we have weekly forms of assessment, so that the kids don't even recognize it's assessment. They're just having a good time, making friends, and they're building that bond. And you see, we have our male teachers there. I try to ensure that every center had a male teacher or a center manager.
Excellent. And is it that even while the kids are making the chow and making the other things, that your learning is being incorporated? Like, let's just say the numeracy skills are being incorporated into that. So they would have to learn how to measure what's a half cup and all of this while they are, you know, doing this thing. So it's not that they just come in and make chow or come in and learning to bake or come in and, you know, so tell us about how you have decided to incorporate that literacy and numeracy into doing those everyday Tobago-centric things.
That is the perfect and the ideal opportunity, actually, to learn literacy and numeracy. Literacy is not just an isolated subject. It has relevance, and it fits into our context. So exactly like you're saying, how many liters of things do you have to divide up to ensure that you can feed 20 people with X number of chow or sandwiches or so? How are you going to prepare for it before? How do you keep the place tidy before, after? You know, not just your counting, your ability to read your ingredients, your ability to comprehend what you're reading. So it's not just recognizing words, but comprehending the words. So when we did the assessments in the beginning, we would know exactly where a child is. So you might have a child, the child is physically in standard 3, but the competence level is really somewhere down in first year or so. And we actually, because it's a summer program, we have that liberty to move that child into that area. And so that child becomes happier and more confident, and to builds up that efficacy. And then you could place them back into the appropriate standard 3 classroom come September morning. So the literacy and the numeracy are incorporated in the music, the counting of the notes, in the drama, the dance, in everything. And of course, you link it to real jobs that they can have later on, in tourism, in fishing. You see how the children happy? Totally happy and engaged, and they learn respect and manners. You don't have any disciplinary problems because they bond with each other and with the teachers. And teachers also get to have some fun, remind themselves of the days when they were in teachers' college, learning to love education. So we're looking forward to it having a really positive impact on the September term.
Right. And tell us about the expansion of this project, because everything that you said that you are trying to accomplish with this project, I mean, realistically speaking, 4 weeks may not be enough to attain that goal. So what is the plan to expand? Because I know there have been conversations about incorporating that remedial education into the regular curriculum. So explain to us how that is going to work. You know, if that's a future initiative, if it's something that's coming on stream from September, when can we see this happening?
Project Impact is one component of a series of activities and policies that are being used by the Division of Education to improve quality education, which is one of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So it is one component. What it does is it inspires other forms of policies. So we have other policies that we're going to utilize in September, like the curriculum unit is going to be doing a full-time, the focus is going to be on literacy and numeracy. So in the daytime, during the regular school hours, there will be an emphasis on the application of literacy and numeracy throughout the system. We are also looking at developing the Tobago-centric curriculum to the point where we can integrate Tobago content into the teaching and learning. We're going to be producing LET. Somebody's going to come from curriculum and discuss that a little bit more about how we're going to integrate more literacy and more numeracy in the actual classroom. We're going to expand in the evening classes, and we're going to extend to our curriculum, to our community level impact, where we are going to reach the parents in the communities. I've been saying that the school, particularly in the rural areas, is going to be the catalyst for our socioeconomic development as an island. And so we are going to be focusing on the benefits and the lessons that we've learned from projects like Project Impact and push it out into the community for the adults themselves to have the opportunities to advance.
All right, and so is it that when it comes to adult literacy and training, that the schools are going to be used on evenings to facilitate those classes for adults? And then the question stands, how do we get adults who struggle with literacy and numeracy to even want to become engaged with these type of projects? Because, you know, the research shows that persons who do struggle with literacy tend to have a certain level of shame connected to it, especially when they are in that adult age. So what is being done? What type of campaigns do you plan on initiating to really get persons engaged?
We start by deconstructing the shame, and that deconstruction is happening now. At Goodwood Methodist, for instance, a number of the parents are involved in creating and adapting the curriculum with the children and with the teachers. They have been invited and they come in. You deconstruct it because you take away the sense of what is dunce and what is dumb and what is silly and you recognize the person and the value of the person. And they get excited to learn something new because they are around everybody who is learning something new. So the key is deconstructing dunce, deconstructing disability, making people understand that we are all coming from somewhere and have to learn something from each other. So somebody who is not as academically embellished as me or you, they have something else. They have a different kind of skill, and we share. You teach me and I teach you.
Right, but Project Impact does not only impact students, but it also impacts teachers, giving them an opportunity to do much more. Now, the minority leader during, I believe it was the budget debate, had a lot of negative things to say about Project Impact. What is your response to the negativity that comes from the project that he would have highlighted?
Right. So a leader, for me, the three components of a good leader are to be able to see a vision, have a vision and articulate it, be intrinsically motivated and have courage. You must have naysayers. Any project that you are going to see resulting in socioeconomic development will come with barriers and restrictions and persons who fight against it. Politically speaking, he has to fight against it. He has to resist it, you know, because the legacy that his side would have left, his administration would have left, would have been a legacy that at the end of the day had about 12,000 persons in the THA incapable of doing anything beside a daily rated work. That is part of a legacy and inheritance of an education sector. If our approach is focusing on improving education and educational capacity, then you must fight against that if you're from the opposition side. But we don't want to be too distracted by the naysayers. A number of the persons who were naysayers in the first year of Project Impact are fully integrated now and are running with it because they understand the vision, they saw us continue, and now we have all of these wonderful results, not just at SEA level, but in the actual program itself. So he's doing his job. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to fight down everything that the current administration puts forward. And all we have to do is continue to succeed. Nothing succeeds like success.
Right. And tell us about some of the past success stories that has come out from Project Impact that you believe is important to highlight.
Right. To me, the biggest thing is joy of learning. It changed the perspective. It changes the perspective of both the teacher and the student and everybody who is related to the student, the parents and so on, about the ability of the child to learn and the ability of the teacher to deliver whatever they need to deliver. We began as a division the academic year, understanding that if we focused only on the best performing student at SEA or at CSEC, then the majority of the children would not get the opportunity to have quality education. So we changed how we were going to approach celebrating the school. And so our focus is now on the overall school and ensuring that every school, the children perform above the national means. What we have seen is now that shift in focus and that kind of paradigm kind of shift in the minds of the teachers and principals so that they are pushing the whole school. Once the whole school moves, we're going to continue to see the kind of progress that we have seen in the last SEA results.
Right, and because previously you would highlight the school where the student, the student that did the best in Tobago came from. But now you are looking at the mean or the average performance of the students within the entire Standard 5 of that school. And that is how you're going to rate the top performing school, not by the top performing students, because a lot of the time you realize sometimes schools get credit for what parents have to do at home. You know, we call it burning the midnight oil, and then you have a school that is being rated as the top school when the rest of students within that Standard 5 did not even perform near the performance of that top performer. So when we look at the top performing school, is it that we're trying to utilize the strategies of that particular principal to implement or to advise other schools?
One of the things that we're looking at is an accelerated learners policy. We have had schools and principals who have performed exceptionally well. Their whole school has always performed above the national mean. And so we will incorporate them and integrate them so that they will pass on those practices to help us to standardize our levels of accountability and teacher leadership. So yes, we are going to engage the top performing principals in terms of the ones whose whole school have been performing exceptionally well over the years. What we are also going to do is build up the efficacy and the accountability of the principals in the schools that have been performing closer to the bottom. So it's not a punitive situation, it's a nurturing and a hand-holding and a lifting up so that we are all accountable and we can all improve. Because one of the things that is very clear coming out of something like a Project Impact is that once you give persons who do not usually have that sense of confidence and efficacy and opportunity, and you give them the tools, they will rise to the occasion. So our ambition is to have every school in Tobago, early childhood, primary and secondary, recognizing the importance of each child developing, each child learning and building up the entire school. And therefore we will build up the entire education sector in Tobago because our numbers are relatively small.
Now, let's be real. There are a number of projects that have happened in the THA where persons are complaining about being compensated. I can't sit up here and not ask, when it comes to the compensation for project impact for all the individuals at the community level, at the teaching level, whether it be caterers, whosoever shows up to be a part of the program, can they be guaranteed that they would be compensated within a reasonable time frame?
But of course, we have concept budgets. Our workman is worthy of his hire. This is a professional organization, a professional institution, and persons are afforded a stipend. At the national level, Minister Gatsby Dolly has just declared that she spent $9 million on their vacation remedial program this year, the year when we had the pandemic, and most persons were looking to reconstruct that learning loss. It's $50 million that they would have spent. When the funding came during the mid-year review, and the Ministry of Education was afforded quite a large sum of money. We don't know if any of the votes are increased for Tobago, so Tobago has to invest. We have to prioritize. We have to understand the importance of teaching and learning, and we have to prioritize. And teachers who come out, and caterers, and persons who produce booklets, and persons who produce resources, they have to receive the stipend. Laborer is worthy of his hire.
Right, and we wanted to make sure we put that out there because I think a lot of persons now, are very hesitant, because of the wait time with the public sector when they are doing business, specifically, service type businesses. So you are now ensuring them that although the resources may be scarce, you are doing all that you have to do as you are the project manager for this particular project to ensure that the people get their money.
Yeah, and this is year 3. So I've done it year 1, year 2, year 3. We manage what we have to do. We have our concept budget, we do our status reports, and then we ensure that, all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed, so people are properly compensated in due course and in due time. Proper time and proper compensation.
Excellent. Well then, the Division of Education, Research and Technology is really doing their thing when it comes to this project impact. And we want to commend you for the work that you have been doing over the past 3 years to accelerate this program and to move it from what it was in the beginning to what it is now. Now, as we wrap up this morning's discussion on project impact, is there anything that you want to say to parents out there to encourage them to get their kids involved in this summer program? Now, you indicated that the program is for students from Standard 3 all the way up to Standard 5. So tell the Begonians why it's important for them to be a part of this.
The program is an extensive and comprehensive one. The students are having a good time. They're enjoying building their relationship with their teachers. So this is the place to be. We already have enrolled 545 students this year at our 11 centers, and we are welcoming you and your child to come aboard. We are also looking for you to participate by ensuring that if they ask you for volunteerism, you show up and you do your part. Come, our doors are open.
And you are very, very proud of the number of students who are enrolled, I can see, and I can
very
tell.
proud. I'm proud.
They're proud. I get to hear that now. Thank you so much, Ms. Second, for coming on this morning. And we're going to take a quick break right here, and we're going to continue with a lot of our conversation. See you soon.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and low, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's 'Cause this is your show.
I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens has come down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road is a miracle. A million strong come
Deltec Distributors Weekend Special Wings Friday. 3 pounds wings, 2.5 kilogram fries. Special 100 TT. Soup Saturday. 2 pounds cube beef. 2 pounds cow heel. 2 pounds chicken foot. 2 pounds pigtail. Or smoked bone. Special $150. Super Sunday. 3 pounds leg and thigh chicken. 3 pounds sliced pork. 3 pounds lamb slice. 3 pounds cheese. 2 pack of pasta. Special $250. Located Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. We deliver 20 TT. Contact us on deltecdistributors.com 395-5040 or 237-0102. Deltec Distributors Weekend Special.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Yeah.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am Chanel Felix, and this morning as we continue our conversation, we are talking about the Tobago Heritage Festival and the Emancipation Day celebration. Now, as we have this conversation this morning, I have the pleasure of chatting with the Cultural Officer too at the Division of Tourism, Mr. Jesse Taylor. Good morning, Mr. Taylor, and welcome. Online this morning, and he's going to be talking to us about that emancipation celebration. So we're just going to make sure that we have an optimal connection as we chat about that. Now, we know that usually the emancipation celebration has to do with the culmination of the overall Tobago Heritage Festival. So good morning, Mr. Taylor, and welcome. It's great to have you on this morning.
I'm not hearing.
Good morning and welcome. Do you hear me now?
No. Hello, morning.
We're gonna deal with those technical issues, and we're gonna come back with Mr. Taylor. He seems not to have a proper audio connection, so we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back. Mr. Taylor, can you hear me now?
Yeah, hello.
We'll be back right after this break. See you soon, guys.
Beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning, Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a connection issue with our guest, Mr. Jesse Taylor, as we were about to discuss that Emancipation Day celebration. But have no fear, we would have that conversation on a subsequent broadcast. But this morning, we want to thank you so much for being a part of our discussions here on Tobago Updates. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. And thank you for being a part of the show and doing all that you have been doing to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Hope you have a great day and see you again next week.
Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
We love Tobago Carnival! Tobago is such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're not leaving till we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel, and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso,
Where else can you get sweet calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We build artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real Titans of Soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, Ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.